Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. Before we get into our session, I just want to take a quick moment and thank our sponsor for this video, which is Fume. If you've never heard of Fume before, they are an innovative flavored air habit kicking device that has no messy oils, no battery, and no toxins. It consists of this really cool device that has a great weight and I think a very classy and cool design, which you put in your flavor core to flavor your air. There is a great fidgety aspect to the design with this magnetic motion and fidget tool, which also is the place where you're able to control how much airflow is going through the device. The Fume flavor cores come in a variety of delicious flavors. The original pack featuring crisp mint, white cranberry, and maple pepper. Their fruity pack consisting of sparkling grapefruit, orange vanilla, and raspberry lemon. And they've just released a third pack of flavors that I'm so excited about because these are all new faves that I have now. Particularly the black licorice. It is so very delicious. I've known of Fume for a while now and have used this for, I'd say, approximately a year. I find it very satisfying and very helpful for replacing some bad habits, some harmful habits that I have with something neutral. And I think one of my favorite features of the design is that it encourages you to slow down your breath. Almost like, I don't want to say you're breathing through a straw, but you're controlling the airflow here. It's helpful for just slowing it down, taking deep breaths, reminding you to connect with your breath, and thereby even like influencing your brain state to calm down. There's a big connection between respiratory rate and our brain state and stress. So it's very encouraging of being connected to your breath and mindful. Quitting a habit is really difficult, I know. And I'm very pleased with how Fume is able to support us by basically replacing that. It's really hard to take something out completely. It's a lot easier to replace the bad habit with something more neutral. Flavored air is quickly becoming one of the most effective replacements for vaping and smoking, and Fume as a flavored air device has already served over 300,000 customers, so there's no reason that we can't be a success story here. I have the black licorice of the retro core pack in here right now, and it is so tasty. I love to just kind of pull the air into my mouth and taste it and really concentrate on controlling my breath in that way. And as I exhale, I can just smell it. It smells so good. I didn't think that the black licorice would be my favorite, but it definitely is. No nicotine, no combustion. There is nothing addictive in the contents of this. And Fume invests in third-party studies to ensure the safety of their products. For a limited time, you can use my code, TheLuninate, to get your free Fume base when you order the Journey Pack. It's this new magnetic stand for your Fume device that fits so nicely on your desk and also has magnets, so it's something to fidget and play with. Head to tryfume.com/TheLuninate. That's tryfum.com/TheLuninate, or scan the QR code over here to get your Journey Pack and base today. Thank you so very much to Fume for partnering with me again on this session, and thank you so much, viewers and subscribers. Truly could not do this without you. Sending you so much love, and now let's get into our session. Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Luninate here on YouTube. The Luninate is the channel. My name is Jillian in real life, and just a warning to those of us who aren't really super comfortable with change, I'm going to be slightly tweaking my intro in the next few sessions, okay? So I I know we don't like change, but it won't be too dramatic, and I need to because I want to present myself more as Jillian, with the channel being the Luninate. So just a fair warning here. Happy birthday, Geminis. We're in Gemini season at the time that I'm recording this, and this is our official Gemini season video. As we go through the cycle, as we go through the wheel, as the world turns, I'm inspired each season to work with themes that are corresponding to that archetype. This video, though, I like to take the official one, right? Paradoxal because it might not always line up. But this video specifically is the one that I like to create after inspiration has already hit me from our Patreon card reading. So every month we do a card reading over there, and I like to take some of what was revealed, because I think that very often these are themes that are prevalent, even if they don't really 100% click with Gemini season. They do, but they don't, They do, but they're a little more niche, I guess we could say. So if we've never met before, my name is Jillian, as I said. I am a Reiki master teacher. I am a student of all healing arts modalities. I love things that are therapeutic, and ultimately what I'm hoping to create is something relaxing for you, some sort of good media or helpful media to help you again, or support you rather, again, in focusing on yourself. Opportunities for relaxation, opportunities for self-reflection, for growth, for processing, for perhaps chewing on some ideas. And as a person who loves ASMR, my style is ASMR. So these are therapeutic or energy work themed, meditative themed sessions that you can use in any way that you like, whether it's for journaling prompts, setting your intentions, reflecting on things that might actually be going on in your life. I have hundreds of videos. If you'd like to search a specific topic, I would highly encourage you to just search Luninate and then the word that you're looking for on YouTube. Good chances that I've created a video on that. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm really proud of the catalog that we've been, creating here. You can use these before bed or as you're doing the dishes, whatever feels best to you. But I just want to thank you so much for allowing me to be a little friendly face along your path. That's all I'm trying to be, and I really hope that you enjoy this and whatever else you find in the catalogs here. Just a quick little self-promotion, forgive me. I do have Patreon, and I'm really setting some goals for being able to expand those catalogs there as well. So thank you so much, Patreons. You've been absolutely amazing, so sweet, so caring, so supportive, and I just love you so much. Thank you. If you resonate with me as a Reiki teacher, or you've been looking for a Reiki teacher and you resonate with me, I do have my classes now available on Teachable. We've gone through a lot of different things, in-person group, online group, and now we're over at Teachable, just to make it easy where everybody can sign up and watch as on their own schedule, which I think is really great. So thank you for hearing me out. Our theme for this session, I'm going to try to wrap it in because it is a little bit, what would I say? I don't want it to be convoluted. I want you to get a sense of this for yourself, though. So in the first reading that came up, there was a theme of, we are so good at talking ourselves into things, maybe some things that aren't great for us, and talking ourselves out of things, maybe things that we should be doing or we want to be doing. So I really want to have this session as almost like a reset for not only your thoughts and impulses, then creating action, like, oh, I want to call my friend today, and then you do it. Something simple like that we could use an example for. Or even the other way around, where you're getting a signal from your body that this situation, this path, this experience is not right for you, but then you talk yourself into it being right for you, like, oh, it can't be that, like, and you kind of force it, So I really want to clear those pathways so that the communication between your action and impulse, or your experience and reaction, is again back to your empowerment, and that we can stop again negatively talking ourselves into and out of things, right? So that's the theme. I really hope you enjoy. We've got our 4 candles lit. The colors I have chosen today are like a bluish color and a yellowish golden color, and that is intentional. Blue being a color associated to the throat chakra and thought, and like, yeah, thinking, will, analytical, analyzing things, communication, and yellow or golden being a color of the mental field, a color of like mental energy, and also associated to the solar plexus, so that action, like our action and the experience that we have in our environment and what we can do with that. We can engage with it, we can choose not to, we can fight it, we can relax and just move past it, right? There's so many different things, of course. So again, I really hope you enjoy. We've got our 4 candles lit to create our box here set with intentions on your behalf, and we're going to get into our intention setting. All right, so if you choose to participate, go ahead and create your own intention here. But on behalf of the highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and perfect alignment, it is my intention to support you. It is our intention today to support ourselves in resetting, empowering the connections between in regard to the power of our mind, the true power of our mind. We can make something bad good. We can make something good bad, right? Like those kind of things. I want us to be able to listen to our instincts and ultimately do what's best for us, in the moment. There's lots of things that we look past. We look past red flags. We stick in situations. We talk ourselves into and out of things. And I really want to focus on our intention of resetting that, so we're ultimately functioning, operating, existing in our most empowered state on behalf of all that is good for us, all that is right for us. Okay? I want to start with a little water and fire. This is not very noisy. This is the Douglas fir spray from Shamsia. And I'm just going to spray this down your back 5 times. 5 for change. Front, side, other side, below your feet, and above your head. And then my hand. Douglas fir or pine trees, evergreens, are associated with like a guardian energy. So we want to call in the power of our mind, our highest self, our highest intelligence, and clear any confusing energy, clear any, let's call it sensory manipulations, like, oh, I can see that that's a big red flag, I'm gonna make that green. Or I'm just not gonna see it, it doesn't exist. I want to clear the like perception facades. So we're calling in our guardians, our higher self, our higher power, or just the power of our will directed to clear from our auric fields, above our heads, down our heads, down the length of our body, shoulders, torso, limbs, down your back, and all the way past the floor. Okay? Pulling down for release. And this little smoke. This is I believe, juniper piece. transmutation, correspondence through the perception here, and then into the mind. Clearing those channels, preparing those channels, energizing your mental field so we can work comfortably here. Just gonna get it a little more. Clearing the right hemisphere, the left, the center, focusing through the spine, where the spine meets in the base of the skull, up into the brain, the sensory parts, the thinking parts, and the subconscious connection. Okay. I'm going to be using these shears, these angel wing, pardon me, I'm sorry, angel wing, or just winged shears. And we're going to set intentions to, only if you choose to participate. We're setting intentions, we're shifting our focus into like right behind the bridge of our nose, just an inch behind. See if you can focus your awareness to that space. And we're going to set an intention to use our shears as a form of ritual, a form of correspondence, a form of symbolism, communicating to our minds, to trim, to disconnect any false connections, right? So what I mean by that again is those connections we have that talk ourselves into something not good for us or out of something that is good for us. All right, I know it's a little confusing. I'm sure you're following along. It probably isn't as confusing, hard to articulate perhaps. So again, try to shift your focus to an inch behind the bridge of your nose, and we're gonna just clear those habits, those patterns of not supporting ourselves, being, our own worst enemy in a sense here, right? Our own problem. And this is not to shame us, it's to empower us. It's to reclaim our power. We're just disconnecting them. No short circuiting, just clearing. Some of us, this is very cycle based. Like, let's say you are a menstruating person, depending on where you're at in your cycle, you might be more inclined to talk yourself out of something that might be good for you. Just an example. Or if you're dealing with addiction, depression, we might talk ourselves into something that we know is bad for us. We'll rationalize it, right? So we're just clearing that only what is harmful, no judgment at all. Only what disempowers you. No shame, no guilt. Just a reclaiming of your power. Okay. All right. Gonna just take a moment and channel through into the mind, into that space. Keep focused if you're able, if you choose to. Keep focused about an inch behind your bridge of your nose. And I'm just gonna channel through, support, witnessing you in your most connected to that potential, that potency of self. Okay. Soothing, nothing uncomfortable. In fact, it should be more comfortable because it's not fighting, pushing, pulling, overcoming. It's just natural, easy, makes sense. It's clear, clarifying thought and action synced perfectly. The impulses, the reactions. Alright, we're gonna do a little sweeping. So I have this mugwort. And we're gonna picture like you have a path in your mind, right? And we're sweeping the path. A little silly perhaps, but again, the visual or the symbolism is meaningful, so it communicates to our subconscious. We're sweeping the pathway, clearing, forgive the word here, delusion, can't think of a better word, clearing facade, clearing manipulation, clearing fear of growth, fear of failure, anything at all that is not serving you, that is inhibiting the reaction that is supportive to your overall well-being, and empowering your thoughts to inspire your actions and also work on behalf and listen to your body. An upset stomach, a headache, a bad feeling, whatever it might be, to listen to your body's messages that it has for you ultimately, right? So, sweeping. A little fast to get the momentum going. Slow it down to finish up. Speed it up a little. Sweeping facade, sweeping manipulation, self-imposed manipulation specifically. Sweep. How this might fit with Gemini season, right? Our little angel and devil on the shoulders. Perhaps we could picture. Sweep down. releasing. Bring in some stones to work with for their correspondence. And this is a beautiful, I'm not quite sure if it's a stalactite piece or a stalagmite piece, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And it's been sliced. I think this has the most adorable little face. Like a little bunny spirit guide or something, I don't know. It reminds me of pets. It reminds me of nature. It reminds me of connecting with an animal, or as my grandmother once said, what do I need that for? I can go out in my yard and look at a bug and get high on life. Like, just that, like, wonder of consciousness, of, what's the word? Hello? Sentience. And friendship, in a sense, or a kindred connection. So I want to bring this in a sense, and you get to choose. You get to choose what you want to call in here. Call in a friendly energy. You can think of this as your animal instinct when it communicates to you through your body. You can think of this as your pet, or something small that you would care for. And what suggestions would you make for it, right? If you saw your little buddy dealing with some red flags, I bet you would, try to counsel them, right? Or protect them. So let's do that for ourselves. Alright, so we're gonna call in your instinct, your helpers, your friends, nature, your connections, connection to your body, connection to the animals, connection to the insects, and plants and minerals. And we're going to focus on connecting through to your consciousness and just knowing, reassuring you that you have so much support. You have support. You have a kindred kind out there. And let's just anchor that into your field. Of course, this is crusted in a gorgeous amethyst druzy with these eyes for perceiving so clearly, so authentically, so truthfully, and so with great discernment. And we're going to bring that into your field, and I'm going to place it by your side here, okay? Another gift I have for you in this session is something that was actually gifted to me. This is a hagstone. Very cool. Naturally has these holes in them. I don't know exactly how that hole is formed. I would love to find out. But these are known as lucky stones. They are known as portals as well, with this window that we have here. So I just want to offer this into your field for your ability, like the portal, the connection, the point between you and ultimately like the decision that you make, or the path that you take, or the direction that you turn into, how you advocate for yourself, the boundaries you hold, and just like a portal to your empowered self. There's also a lot of luck associated with these stones. So I want to put this in your field, anchor it into your field, okay? So we're going to drop it in. You like that, right? Dropped in like a coin into the well of you. You have received this gift, this these four is forming new pathways, like you could picture clicking into place. So again, if you're able to shift your focus to just behind the bridge of your nose, about an inch past the bridge of your nose, we're focusing into your subconscious here, and your mind, and your senses, and we are forming, I don't want to say better, but more aligned connections. We trimmed, we cut, we cleared away the facade. Here we want to see the truth for you, right? What is real? What is the ultimate? Like, again, sorry, I'm struggling with my words here. Ultimately, what is best for you? Alright, so we're forming new connections. You can think of this like sparks in your mind, like electricity. Forming, forming, forming. Focus behind your bridge of your nose. Forming. Sparks, sparks, sparks. Like flint. Forming those connections, the signals, like enhancing the rapport as well between your trust in yourself. I know when I didn't listen to my instinct of red flags and I talked myself into something that was bad for me, I started to lose trust in myself. Like, if I'm doing this, like what else could I? So let's clear that and just affirm that trust, because you listen to your instinct, you listen to your body, and you prioritize what is right for you. And you trust that in that prioritization, in those boundaries, we're forming, we're carving the path, the channel of all that is good and aligned to you to reach you. us implement this so it's effective. Alright, again, down your back, your front, your side, your other side, below your feet, and above your head, and my hand. Alright, we're gonna send some soothing energy in. This is no big deal, right? This is an easy switch. It's just the awareness, it's just the implementation. It's natural, it feels better than what we were doing before, so it's easy. And you are gonna see so much growth. You are gonna see your manifestations come so much more quickly. You're gonna see like what appears to be miracles, because when you act and you are in alignment and you're not messing with your own instincts, you're not talking yourself into